prepared about CSIR NET mathematical science. First of all, I want to congratulate all the participants for giving their participant in CSIR NET examination, because in your MSc class there are rarely 20 to 30% students try to appear in CSIR NET examination without or with preparation. So we have already met before this lecture many times, and we all are in one family. So if any questions, any doubts, you can tell me anytime immediately after the meeting. This session, CSIR NET session, is of December 2024. Your exam will be on 28 February 2025. Now hardly 7 days left for your examination, and I hope my this presentation will help you a lot. Suppose in this presentation I am talking about open cast 100 marks target. Suppose you are in SC/ST or OBC or EWS caste, then you know what is your target. Okay, so I am starting this session. So CSIR NET, the outline of this presentation, main thing is how to qualify CSIR NET. Main idea I am giving how to attempt CSIR NET exam on 28 February. I am only sharing my views, my experience, and many students qualified SET exam and NET exam under my guidance. So this lecture will useful to you. So in this lecture, we will discuss the 7 days preparation, and especially the last day, 28 February 2025, your main examination day. So first, students, those who are giving CSIR NET examination, they should aware about how CSIR NET exam paper pattern. Students should aware, and students should familiar with the paper pattern. We all already know that, and I have discussed 2 or 3 times in our class, that out of 445 marks, you have to attempt only 200 marks. And out of 200 marks, to qualify CSIR NET examination, you have to crack only 100 marks. Okay, so out of 445 marks, for qualifying CSIR NET examination, you only need 100 marks. So it is, if we compare with your MSc examination, so out of 100 marks, you have to take 20 marks only to qualify your MSc examination. And I hope you all having a good academic record. You all have MSc in first class degree. So it is more than 70% in MSc you already have. Then what is problem here? What is problem here? Okay. So first, we have to understand the paper pattern. In part A, part B, and part C, the 445 marks divide into 3 parts. In part A, there are 20 questions, including general mental ability test, reasoning, 20 questions of 2 marks. But in that 20 questions, we have to attempt only 15 questions. So out of 40 marks, we have to attain maximum of 30 marks. And dear students, at my examination, December 2018, I have not attained part A, even single question also. I will later on discuss it about. In my examination, main strategy was part C, because I have already prepared about part C. But I am giving one suggestion to you. First, try to attempt part A questions. You have online screen, your online CBT test, CSIR NET NTA. So all the NTA examinations, GATE examinations, CSIR NET examination, all the examination are in the online format, which means no offline paper. So on your screen, right hand side, you have already able to see how many questions we have attempted, or how many questions mark as a read, or etc etc. First, my dear students, after this meeting tonight, go to Google, search CSIR NET online mock test. So you have to give online mock test. So you have to be prepared and familiar with the exam paper pattern, how the screen is visible with your eyes, how you have to choose MCQs, how you have to attempt questions. So you have to give at least one time the practice mock test conducted by NTA. You can search on your mobile, search in Google that CSIR NET practice paper mock test. So you have to open it and try it. There is no thing that you have to solve all questions in that mock test. Tick mark only A, B, C, D randomly, but give one times. Examination should give. So main part, our mathematics part, is divided in two parts, part B and part C. So in part B, we have total 40 MCQ of 3 marks, and we have to attempt at most 25 questions. But here we have negative 0.75 marks, 1/3. In part A, we have here there is correction. Students, here there is correction. In part A, we have 0.5. Okay, we have correction. It is not true. But in part B, we have 0.75 marks wrong answer. Which means, suppose if you attend 10 questions in part B, suppose this is one example. So in that 10 question, suppose your 2 answers are wrong. So 24 minus 1.5, 22.5 marks you will achieve in part B. So this calculation is also more important. In part C, we have no negative marking, but there is twist in part C that multiple MCQ, multiple choice questions, any of one MCQ among the 4 MCQ is correct, or any of 2, either AB, AC, AD, BC, BD, CD, or any of 3 MCQ, ABC, ABD, ACD, BCD, or all of the 4 MCQs are correct. So we will discuss later the part C, that to attempt part C or part B, if you attempt option A is correct, then you know very well about why my option B, C and D are not correct or wrong. You either you have counter example, or you have any discard theorem, or any statement that you can disprove that MCQ. You all, so if you attempt in part C, suppose if you attempt option B and D are true, then you have to know why B and D are true, but you also should know that why option A and C are wrong. Do not attempt any question in that part C. You know about option A, B and C, but you don't know about option D. So my suggestion is, do not attempt that question. In your rough pages, you will ask, sir, I want rough page, then they will give you rough page and pen. So you can write the question number also. So in my question number, suppose 67 part C, option A, B and D are correct, or I know that in option A, B and D, option A and D are true, option B is wrong, but I don't know option C. First, in part C, suppose try, as I said, suppose you attempt 20 questions there, then no need to go that mark as read question or you have write that question, no need to go that question. But if you have attempt only 16 questions, then remaining 4 questions you should go with that type of question in which any 1 or 2 MCQ you have doubt. 1 or 2 MCQ you know that this is correct or incorrect, but the question in your mind, it is in doubt case. Dear students, my son and my daughters, attempt 20 questions compulsory in part C. Attempt 20 questions in part C because there are no negative marking. If you attempt 16 questions only in part C, it is meaningless. Why you attempt only 16 questions? It has no negative marks now. So try to attempt all 20 questions out of 60. 20 questions you should attempt in part C. So we all know, so what is topic wise weightage? Why I have taken this slide. I have prepared this slide today because in urgently sir told me that we have online lecture. So I have prepared these slides today morning. So we all know that the weightage and number of questions in part B and C, total weightage of marks, linear algebra or real analysis or etc., all these subjects, even statistics also, But why I am taken this slide here? Suppose I am taking one example here. Suppose any student have not prepared about group theory, ring theory and field theory. He or she has no confidence in that subject and he or she has not prepared about abstract algebra. But the student has prepared these 3 subjects: linear, real, complex, OD, PD, COV, integral. Suppose this is one example. So you should skip all the questions of group theory, ring theory, field theory. Try to do not read that questions. In starting in fractions, 1 or 2 seconds. Suppose you watch this screen on your screen that this is of group theory or ring theory. Directly skip to next question. Why you waste your 1 minute time to read it? So do not waste on time on that type of question. You are not familiar with them questions. You need only 100 marks, students. 75, 41, average 50 marks, 55 marks. 110 marks is from linear and real. So in real analysis and linear algebra, 60 to 70% questions are easy. 2-3 questions are made for me and sir. 2 or 3 questions in these 2, real and linear, are not for your CSIR NET examination 3 hours. It is for after examination It is for me, for sir. It is not for you. Dear students, suppose you have mastery in linear algebra. I am taking one example here. Suppose you have mastery in linear algebra, and suppose one question is not solving, or you have not attempt, or there is one doubt in your mind, or you are not able to attempt that question. This question is too hard. This is my domain. This is my domain, and this question is too hard. Skip it. This is not compulsory that you have to attempt all 110 marks. All 110 marks questions in real and linear. It is not compulsory to attempt all the questions. Even it is your base subject. If any of question is giving problem to you, then skip it. Do not waste more than 3 minutes in any question. In examination, all students are familiar with some subjects. So those questions, 1 or 2 questions in your subject, suppose you are not able to solve it during your examination time, okay, skip it. If you not able to solve it, believe me, in whole India, any other students cannot able to solve it, because you have prepared it for last 6 months now. So do not hesitate or do not take tension. Keep calm. Attempt LPP question, Markov chain or statistics question. Okay, in statistics we have LPP, Markov chain. At least 2, 3, 4 questions you should attempt. Why I am telling this? In part A, suppose in part A 6 to 8 questions are too easy for all, and here 3 to 4 questions, so it will give approx 30 marks to you. Suppose any student in last examination, any student achieve 95 marks and he or she has not qualified CSIR net with margin of 5 to 7 marks. That 5 to 7 marks will be achieved from statistics and general aptitude, part A. So first, my dear students, take my suggestion. First, attempt part A. Do not watch, do not see part B and part C. First 10 to 15 minutes, give part A, solve part A questions, and at least 10 questions you should attempt in part A. Do not waste your time to see all questions in first 10 minutes. It is not possible. It is not possible. So first attempt part A, compulsory attempt 10 questions, because it has logical questions only. And we are from mathematics background, we should have proud, because that kind of questions are easy for us, for me and for you. So final preparation strategy for next 7 days. Do not start new topics. Suppose sir told me that to take 1 or 2 lecture from integral equation, but I refuse it. Why? At end moment, this is not the time for new subject. Try to revise your content. Suppose any student having knowledge of COV, OD, PD, abstract algebra, complex, real, linear, it is sufficient to qualify CSIR net. My dear students, listen carefully. Right now 44 students are here present. At my time, December 2018, see the cutoff, 2015 to 25, the lowest cutoff, the highest cutoff is of December 2000. The lowest cutoff is of December 2018, which means it was little bit tough question. The question paper was little bit tough. But at that time, I have attempted only 3 subject questions: real analysis, linear algebra, and complex. I will send my mark sheet to sir also. After this lecture, sir will send to you. I have not attempted at my time general mental ability test, part A, reasoning, also OD, PD, COV, integral statistics. From these 3 subjects, I have qualified CSIR NET examination with all India rank 4. But dear students, you already aware about many of subjects. You know OD, PD, COV, group theory, ring theory, field theory. So you have prepared about many of subjects. And this is not a game of attempt all the question. This is psychological game. Listen carefully. This is mentally game. You have to play with your mind. Now, from now onwards, you have to play with your mind. You should be calm, stay calm, breathe, and do not read unknown subject. Do not read new subjects. Only revise your domain. Only revise your domain. And from your domain, please again revise previous year questions, because CSIR NET continuously repeating that questions. Focus what is your stance, what is your domain, what is your strong subjects, and identify those subjects you are not familiar with that. Do not attempt it. Try to understand CSIR NET paper pattern. For example, we have at least one question for linear algebra, Jordan canonical form. Suppose every time, each and every paper, at least one question from that topic. And if you skip it, then you are foolish. If you complete your linear algebra and if you skip it, then you are foolish person. Yes, I am telling bad words here. You are foolish person. If you prepare PD and you are not doing the classification of PD and the unique solution, infinite solution, these kind of questions are continuously repeating. The classification of PD like hyperbola, parabola, ellipse, and how many solutions of this PD? Unique solution, infinitely many solution, no solution. So in each and every subject, by observing the previous year questions and the paper pattern, some questions are fixed. Markov chain is fixed. That 2 or 3 questions from Markov chain, in which 2 questions are very easy. So why you have skip it? If you have prepared that subject, then why you skip it? Revise it, again revise it, 3rd time revise it, 4th time revise it. But do not see new subjects. Exam day strategy. First of all, each and every day, you have to go temple. This is not for examination. I am giving you lifetime advice. It is your lifetime advice. Go temple. Take blessing of your mother, of your father. I am basically Hindu, and in Hindu caste, I am Brahmin. So take blessing from your mother, your father, your teachers also. It will helpful. Give 2 or 3 minutes to daily. Give 2 or 3 minutes for your God. Prayer. You should pray. Okay. So at exam day, you should be calm. You should be calm. Do not take tension that sir, I have not taken this subject, I have not prepared this subject. Skip it now. Skip it. In your examination, read each and every question twice, especially initial and boundary conditions. Suppose in OD or any subject, you are given a condition y of 0 is equal to -1, but while you are calculating it, you have taken y of 0 is equal to 1. And later it, sir, this is my silly mistake. So do not do silly mistakes. Give 5 seconds 2 times, 10 seconds 2 times, no problem. Give 20 to 30 seconds to question to read it. Read questions twice, more than 2 times, I said. In your strong domain, suppose linear algebra is your strong domain. So read questions 2 times, 3 times. Do not make silly mistakes in your examination. And identify the easy question and hard questions. While first time reading, in your mind, this is easy question, this is from my domain, I have to attempt it. I have to attempt it, and do not make silly mistake in that questions. Do not take risk. Sir, I know that in number B, option B is correct. Option C is also correct, but I don't know about option A and D. So avoid that kind of questions. Mark, read, mark, and write those question numbers on your page. Remember, you only need 100 marks to qualify CSIR NET examination. Your first target should be qualify CSIR NET examination. After it, to achieve good rank. Even you have passing marks, you are eligible to attempt interviews in IITs also. So there is no classification that this student has only 99 marks in CSIR NET examination. This student has 135 marks in CSIR NET examination. There is no meaning, beta. There is no meaning of it. The tag is important. I have qualified CSIR NET examination. Yes. Bas, finish. Finish. You have qualified. Yes. You are eligible for your job, assistant professor, and PhD, etc., etc. So do not take risk. You only have to achieve 100 marks. The management, time management in examination, it is important because you have 120 questions now. Do not give more than 3 minutes for any question. Do not give more than 3 minutes to any questions. If it takes time, then skip it. If it takes time, then you have to skip it or write it your page or paper that I have to attempt that question at the last. At the last. You have to follow 3-step approach in your examination for time management. That solve easiest question first. Suppose I have read one question. Yes, it is easy. So instantly I have to solve it. But it is hard. It is quite difficult. So mark as unread or mark as to attempt later or write down that question number on your page. Finish. Move to next question. Try to attempt easy question first. At least 30 to 40 questions are easiest question. 20 to 30 questions are moderate level. And again 20 to 30 questions are little bit tough. And among that 20 to 30 questions in toughness, 4 to 6 questions are not for CSIR NET exam paper time. It is after the paper for me and for your sir. if at the end the time remains, you have to attempt difficult questions. What are the questions you have marked? Question numbers 52, 67, 91. In that question, I can able to solve it, but it is little bit difficult, or in 1 or 2 MCQ I have doubt. Then attempt it at the last. First attempt easiest question. You should know that option A is correct. Then what is the reason behind it, and why option B, C, and D are also wrong? Which means 100% accuracy. Again, I have already said that from now, this is your war between you and you. You are in war right now between you against you. You and you. It's me versus me. Okay. So this is your mental approach. This is your psychological approach. Do not scared about examination. This is Lallu Pappu exam, easiest exam. Believe me, trust me, dear students, this is easiest exam. Why I have tell this? Because you have already prepared last 6 months. You are also familiar with many subjects, so you can easily solve it, crack it, my dear students. Okay, so the main confidence is important. Sir, you have qualified it, so you are very confident. No, before examination, at my time, I also said that I will qualify it easily. And after just examination finished, whenever I leave my exam hall, my friend asking me, how was the paper? I will achieve more than 120 marks easily. At that time, it was my statement. Whatever we have attempt, we know that how many marks we will achieve. Before seeing the answer key, before seeing the calculation, even the paper is hard, you also know what will be your marks. Okay. So you have to stay calm. From now onwards, do not hesitate. Do not take tension. Do not take problems. Do not move outside. Do not move outside. Sir, I want to go ride to bike. No, do not take risk. Do not take risk. Skip all the relations. Your uncle, your father's uncle. Skip all the relations for only 8 days. And tough question are tough. Skip it now. That tough question will easy for me, but for all 99.99% students, it is tough question. So why you have to solve it in examination time? Take time after examination, solve it for 6 months, no problem. But in examination, do not solve tough question. Focus only about your exam. Avoid the distractions. Remove all the friends in your life from now onwards up to 28 February 2025. Oh, I want something from you. I want your 8 days. Live alone. Only take food, healthy food. Only eat healthy food. From this week, do not eat anything kachra, sandwich, Manchurian, etc. Do not eat it. Eat only healthy and trust your preparation. You have been prepared last 6 months. Dear students, 90% students give an exam without preparation. Only 10% students give examination with preparation, and you are from that 10%. So first of all, you have to be proud that you should attempt that question exam, and you attempt that exam with your preparation. You are not belong to that set Those students who have not prepared, you have to proud about you, dear students. And this is not whole life. This is 6-month game. This is psychology game. This is your mental game only. This is a war between you and you. Identify your strength and weakness, which means suppose you are not familiar with any subject, skip it. Know that what are your strong subjects and what are your weak subjects. If you are weak in any subject, skip it. Maximize your score by focusing on your strong area. Or those questions who are easy, those questions what are easy, you have to attempt it first. Okay. So main results of this presentation are, you have to revise your domains from last 6 months. Whatever the subject you have studied, revise it, only revise it. Do not take new subjects. Focus mindset. You have to revise with your focus mindset. Follow your strategies. Whatever I have told, whatever your sir has told, whatever YouTube channel has told, forgot it. You have one strategy, follow it and crack your examination. Quality or quantity. Do not attempt all the 200 questions. Attempt only 60 questions or 50 questions. Attempt only 55 questions, but in that 55 questions, your accuracy will be more than 90%. At my examination, CSIR NET examination, I have more than 60 questions are right in part C. In part C. See my accuracy. You all know my story. At our time, we have offline examination and I have solved more than 25 questions. I don't know it. But right now you have online CBT test. So you not attempt more than 20 questions. But at my time, I have solved more than 25 questions in part C and I have attempt first 20 questions. Because lack of time. If I aware about that situation, then it is possible to achieve more than 18 or 19 questions are true out of 20 in CSIR NET examination part C. So nothing is impossible. Nothing is impossible. Believe yourself, trust yourself, you can do it. Yes, you can do it, and your result, trust me, today, what is the date? 22nd February 2025. Trust me, this date, this words, your result is will, your name, you have qualified CSIR NET examination, your result will positive if you are positive. So all the best students. If any doubts or any questions from this presentation, you can tell me immediately. Also, if you have any question, you can message me or sir directly. Me or sir directly. Tomorrow, before, after 2 days, before examination, after this weekend also. You can ask me anytime, any question. All the best student. Your result will be positive because you have worked, you have prepared since last 6 months. So it is very, very easy exam to you. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
So any questions?
Thank you, sir. If you have any queries or doubts, feel free to ask sir and interact to sir. Because of sir got All India 4th rank in CSIR NET examinations. Please feel free to ask any questions and any queries. Yeah. Please interact. Anyone. Regarding the CSR examinations patterns, sir is giving very beautiful information and guidance and suggestion to the CSR examination, which is very valuable those who are appearing for CSR examinations. So thank you for your prompt delivering and providing such helpful suggestions and tips, sir. Your services and recommendations were greatly appreciated. Thank you once again, our Harish Jani sir for giving your services to our Fermat Education Academy students. Thank you very much, sir. Any questions from your side? So thank you very much, sir, for your good motivated words. Nice, sir. Yeah. Anyone interact? Satish sir, Divya, Chandra, any questions? Please interact once. మీకు ఏమైనా డౌట్స్ ఉంటే సార్తో ఒక్కసారి మాట్లాడండి. బికాస్ ఆఫ్ మనకు కూడా నార్త్ ఇండియన్ ఢిల్లీలో ఉన్న వాళ్ళు ఎలా చేస్తుంటారు ఏంటి అనేది తెలవాలన్న ఉద్దేశంతో లాస్ట్ మినిట్ ప్రిపరేషన్. సో మనకు కూడా ఒక ఐడియా ఉండాలి అన్న ఉద్దేశంతో పెట్టడం జరిగింది.
సార్ ఎక్స్పెక్టెడ్ కట్ ఆఫ్ సో చెప్పమనండి సార్.
Expected cutoff
for
this is not time, my dear student. After analysis of question paper, we will say it. Okay, this is
Okay.
not right time to discuss this. Okay.
that's
Okay.
correct, sir.
Okay.
Now we are not
Okay.
saying the expected cutoff based on question paper.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you,
Anyone?
sir.
Now we have one more guest is also available, Dr. Karupaya Garu from Anna University. So feel free to ask any questions, please. Anyone, please interact to Harish Jani sir. Jyoti, Srikanth, any others? Because of time is very valuable. Monica, Mataredi Garu. Sarita, yeah, sir. No
Sir,
questions.
in part C,
Yeah,
my question is in part C, we can attempt the questions. We can select the options A, B, C. How many questions? There is a strategy.
yeah.
It is also not fixed, my dear students. In part C, we have 60 questions. Out of 60
Okay.
questions, we have to attempt maximum 20 questions. Okay. So in part C, there is called multiple choice questions, which means out of 4 MCQ, we have only 1 MCQ is correct, or any of 2 is correct, or any of 3 is correct, or any of 4 is correct. So there is no fix that at least 5 questions are having all the MCQs are correct. It is not fixed. It is not your MSc or BSc type paper that at least 30% questions are from easiest level or etc. etc. Okay, so this is not possible. Okay, to claim that 8 questions are having all the MCQs are correct. Okay, and do not any analysis and do not waste your time to any analysis. It is not fixed. Whatever the question you have attempt, you should know if you attempt option A, B, and C are true. Suppose, then you should know what is the reason behind it. Option A, B, C are true, and also you should know the counter example or any other result that option D is not true. It is incorrect. Why it is incorrect? You should know about it.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
One more important information is, sir, actually in part C, we have only 20 questions.
Yes.
Okayla, if you are attempting 25 questions, we will consider only first 20 questions. Of course, after 21st question is exactly correct, but they will consider only first 20 questions.
No, sir. It is from only for offline examination. From after 2019, CSR give all the project to NTA, and NTA conduct online CBT test examination, and that examination, even 25 question, you no attempt more than 20 question. It is not possible.
Yes, sir.
For online examination, it is not possible to attempt 21 question also.
Yes, sir.
So, my dear students, first tonight or tomorrow morning, search in Google that CSR NET mock test, then appear in mock test. Okay, do not solve any question. Try to option A, B, C, D, option A, B, C, D, A, B, C, D. Then how the exam paper pattern behave, which means how the software behaves. In part C, you not able to attempt more than 20 questions. You have attempt 20 questions, then all the other questions are of the red symbol, of the red sign, which means you not able to attempt 21st question. I think it is clear to all of you.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Sir, how much time we need to spend for part A in the examination hall?
I have already told about it. Try to give 10 to 15 minutes. First 10 to 15 minutes for part A. Do not read part B, part C questions. First 10 to 15 minutes, give 15 to 20 minutes for part A, because from part A you should correct at least 6 to 8 questions at least.
Okay, sir.
So give 15 to 20 minutes only. 15 to 20 minutes only in part A, and after it move on to part B and C, and if time will remain, then you should also go with part A, part B, part C.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, for your valuable suggestion. I'm saying special thanks to on behalf of Fermat Educational Academy for your excellent support, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Now,
Yes, sir.
now I request another resource person, Dr. Karupaya, Assistant Professor, Anna University, Tamil Nadu. Sir also CSR All India Ranker. I request to Dr. Karupaya for giving some important tips and suggestions to how to crack CSR examinations coming 2024 December session. I request, please start the session, sir. Are you audible, sir?